Hey everyone, thanks for showing up to chapter number 3. Okay, in this chapter, we're going to talk about, in a little bit more detail, what we talked about in the last chapter about my coaching philosophy. In this one, we're going to talk about snapshots. Sorry about the dogs barking, it's my neighbor's dogs. They're excited. We're going to talk about snapshotting. We're going to talk about tracing back our emotions, and we're going to talk about reframing our thoughts, okay, like changing our perspective, okay? So this is going to be a brief video, obviously, but it'll give you an understanding, a little bit more detail on the chapter, and it'll give you an understanding of what it'd be like if we work together, okay? So snapshotting. Now, like I touched on it before, snapshotting is essentially just taking inventory of what you're feeling in the moment right now, just like literally right now. And I hate to say this, but I intentionally put myself into circumstances where I may be feeling a little uncomfortable, like the dog barking and stuff like that while I'm trying to record something really important to you. That's to help me become present. The angst and the frustration of the dog barking, for example, that shows me that it surfaces those feelings for me. So that means I'm not aligned. So it needs addressing. As you can tell, she's kind of quiet now. So it's like, in essence, it helps me take care of myself, align myself. I don't have control over the world around me, okay? Neither do you. So taking a snapshot of ourselves, our emotional state, allows us to be aware so we can choose to be in control of our thoughts if we want to, okay? But ideally, if you're kind of tapping into the awareness, you kind of want to feel better. So in my case, I needed to align. And when we bring alignment, it brings harmony. As you can tell, she's quiet now. So I'm not going to say that's going to work every single time, but at least I feel better. And I accept her for who she is. She's a fun dog. I toss her treats every so often. I shouldn't, but I do. But again, it's about bringing harmony to your environment. Okay, so step number 2 is tracing your emotions, what I just talked about, right? Because all these features kind of dovetail into one another. So the emotional tracing is taking the snapshot, then feeling the state you're in, then identifying it. So in other words, I was frustrated, so I automatically know, like, I need harmony, right? I need to feel good. That's who I am. That's how I expect myself to be 24/7 if I can, right? And I desire that and I expect that. And I know I can because I've done it for so many years. So that's what I'm going to teach you, right? So taking the snapshot, in that case, I was frustrated. So it's about the push and pull of that moment. In other words, I was feeling angst. That meant that I was trying to essentially indirectly control the outside world, but what it was really dealing with was me. I'm the world. Okay, I'm the world. You're the world. So we have to, if we want harmony in our world, we need to harmonize first here, because we project out, right? So that retracing helped me address what I needed to do, which was balance out, right? Harmonize. And so then we go back to number 3, which is reframing or redirecting. And that is essentially recognizing that I was frustrated, so I need to redirect my thoughts, or direct my thoughts, or reframe my thoughts, or concept of my environment into one that brings more alignment, which is I need to feel whole. And that's essentially it. The chapter talks a little bit more about some more details roughly But there's some exercises in it, and there's an exercise in the previous chapter, between the chapters, where I want you guys to journal. I want you guys to become aware of this. This is essential to taking, again, the driver wheel, right? The steering wheel of your car, right? You are the car, and you're directing yourself to where you want to be, which is harmony, which is harmonic for me. So taking a snapshot, then tracing back the emotion I was feeling in that moment, to say, hey, I want something a little bit better. And then I redirected my thoughts to what I wanted to feel, which is harmony, right? So then I embodied it, and I'm like, I originate everything. So I immediately could originate a thought, which brings harmony to me. We'll talk about that later on when we start coaching, okay? But essentially, that's the surface of it. It's very simple. That's my framework. It touched on the details a little bit deeper than what the previous chapter was talking about the philosophy. But this is good stuff, guys. You can use this from here forward. That can work for you. This can work for you, okay? If you need more help, obviously you may want to have a coaching session with me, and I can help you become more in contact with that. I can help you become more sensitive to that, to be more aware of that, right? It's just becoming aware. Once you're aware, you got it all under your own control, and you have full creative potential and quality of your life. You can direct your life however you like, right? And this is, again, another thing that I want to bring up really, really quick, which isn't in the chapter, but everything's okay. Whatever we deem bad or good is just a label. What I want you to always recognize, you are the law, right? You're what you feel, what your guidance system, internal guidance system is telling you, right? And we're talking about the emotional GPS. That's the truth for you. Everything else is just a label, okay? Go follow the good feeling in your body. Follow what it's asking you to do to create the harmony, to find the alignment, to follow the joy, to fulfill what you're here for. You're a beautiful human being. You deserve everything. And that's what this is for. Okay? Peace. I'll see you guys in the next chapter, which is chapter number 4. Right?